Hey there, I'm Mark with Protoboard. As hardware engineers, we often waste too much time figuring out which components actually work together. You can ask ChatGPT, it can hallucinate a parts list, you order everything, and then discover during assembly that something doesn't quite connect. Your whole project's on pause. Today's AI can't translate requirements to datasheet specs, unless you give them the right harness. And that's where Protoboard comes in. An AI-powered design tool that plans, validates, and sources hardware prototypes that actually assemble. Let me show you how it works. Let's say I'm a hardware founder launching a drone company, and I want to build my prototype inside of Protoboard. I'll start by giving Protobot a very simple instruction. Design a remote operated drone with 5G connectivity, video feed, and let's make it expandable for future sensors. Look what it does. It's going to go ahead and start making a plan and a list of requirements that it'll use to implement and build this entire project. Once it has its requirements, it'll look through our library to find parts that meet those requirements. So here it goes. It's now adding the parts to the project, and it is now connecting them up as well. And now we're actually seeing where Protoboard is much more powerful than ChatGPT for AI to use. You can see that it made this link between these two devices, and it's red. That actually means that it's incompatible. Protoboard is going to look at that connection and try to figure out what it needs to do here. Does it need to replace one of these devices? Does it need to add an adapter? What's the right decision? It can simply run the design rule checker in order to figure out what it needs to do. Looks like it decided to replace that part with a new component and try again. Protobot already caught its first error that the DJI camera couldn't connect to the analog video transmitter, and it already swapped it out with a different compatible analog camera. Usually only senior electrical engineers can spot mistakes like this. But now that we've got Protobot with the right harness, we can do it with Agentic AI as well. I'll let Protobot handle the rest. And that's it. Protobot gives a summary of its work, and we now have a fully validated system diagram. And in this tab, we also have a bill of materials that shows us a good cost estimate of how much this project will be. I can go and now purchase all of these parts from the different links that I can grab them from. And our plan is to scale our users up and to onboard our first manufacturing sponsors. We're Protoboard, agentic hardware engineering, accelerating engineering teams from a hardware idea to a fully validated prototype in one app.